Hey everyone, welcome back to SwitchTop. The Nintendo Switch 2 is here, and we're looking at the top 20 new upcoming games coming to the console in 2025 and 2026. These are the big titles that are going to define the next generation of Nintendo gaming. Let's jump right in. The Duskbloods, slated for release in 2026. This exclusive multiplayer action experience from Software pits up to 8 players in a tense PvPvE environment, where they must contend not only with each other, but also with formidable world enemies. Players embody blood-sworn warriors who have transcended ordinary human limitations through the power of mystic blood, and they compete in a desperate struggle for the elusive First Blood as humanity enters its twilight. The game blends gothic and dark fantasy aesthetics with aggressive competitive mechanics, offering a fresh twist on From Software's signature style by focusing on social and strategic conflict rather than purely single-player introspection. With its blend of intense combat, lore-rich setting, and multiplayer drama, the Duskbloods is shaping up to be one of the most ambitious new titles in the Switch 2 lineup.
Tears will flow for one.
Mina the Hollower, currently scheduled for release on October 31st, 2025. This action-adventure game developed by Yacht Club Games combines retro-inspired pixel art with modern enhancements and a dark, elegant atmosphere. Players step into the shoes of Mina, a skilled inventor and hollower who travels to a cursed island to restore its spark generators. Armed with her whip, the Night Star, she fights monsters in all directions and can burrow underground through terrain to surprise enemies or cross gaps, invulnerable while hollowing. Mina also wields sidearms and equips trinkets that tweak her abilities, giving room for experimentation and playstyle variation. The game's style evokes a blend of classic Game Boy Color aesthetics and gothic atmosphere, with haunting locales, creature designs, puzzles, and boss encounters that call to mind old-school Zelda titles and Castlevania flair. On Switch 2, Mina the Hollower supports up to 120 frames per second, promising smoother motion and responsiveness whether docked or in handheld mode, helping its retro visuals feel urgent and alive. With its mix of exploration, precise combat, and atmosphere, this title stands to become a standout among the console's indie and adventure offerings when it launches late in 2025. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is an upcoming action-adventure entry for Nintendo Switch 2, set to launch in 2026. In this game, players slip into the fedora and whip of the iconic archaeologist Indiana Jones in 1937, navigating a globe-spanning mystery that sits between the events of Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade. As Indy, you'll chase down enigmatic relics tied to a phenomenon called the Great Circle, journeying through pyramids, hidden temples, the Vatican, sunken ruins, and more. The experience shifts between first-person and third-person perspectives when needed, combining stealth, exploration, puzzle-solving, whip traversal, gunplay, and environmental traversal. Your whip is not just a weapon, but also a key tool for interactive traversal, swinging across gaps, latching to surfaces, or disarming traps. You'll confront sinister forces seeking the same lost power and unravel ancient lore through winding levels and dramatic set pieces. With this Switch 2 edition, fans will finally get to bring Indy's latest adventure to Nintendo's new hardware, complete with its cinematic storytelling, lush locales, and the trademark thrill of archaeology turned perilous.
You're good at this, Mr. Jones.
I know enough to get me into trouble.
Octopath Traveler 0 is an upcoming HD 2D role-playing game by Square Enix, set to launch on December 4th, 2025 on Nintendo Switch 2, as well as other platforms. The game acts as a prequel in the Octopath Traveler series, with a story of restoration and retribution spread across the fantastical realm of Orstera. Players can finally create their own protagonist, selecting appearance, voice, and other personal touches as the foundation of the narrative is built around rebuilding their hometown, Wishvale, which has been destroyed by fire. Beyond the town building mechanics, there are over 30 companions to recruit, and parties of up to 8 characters can be fielded in battle. Combat retains familiar series hallmarks like the break and boost system, and the path actions that let you interact in various ways across the world. On Switch 2 in particular, the game benefits from enhanced visuals and performance compared to older hardware, promising smoother frame rates and richer presentation while retaining all the strategic depth, atmosphere, and charming pixel art style fans expect.
Engage in new battles with parties of up to 8 characters.
We're in this together. Please and thank you!
Time to teach you a lesson. Witness a tale of beginnings that unfolds across Orstera.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by Retro Studios and published by Nintendo. Set to launch on December 4th, 2025 for both Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. Serving as the latest installment in the Metroid Prime series, the game follows bounty hunter Samus Aran as she explores the mysterious planet Vuros. The narrative unfolds as Samus investigates ancient ruins and encounters the enigmatic Lemorne species, all while uncovering the secrets behind her newfound psychic abilities. These powers enable her to manipulate environmental elements and enhance her combat capabilities. In addition to her traditional arsenal, Samus gains access to a new motorcycle, the VI-0LA, which allows for swift traversal across the planet's diverse terrains. The Nintendo Switch 2 edition of the game boasts enhanced features, including support for mouse controls, up to 4K resolution at 60 frames per second in TV mode, and up to 120 frames per second in handheld mode, ensuring a visually immersive experience. With its blend of exploration, combat, and narrative depth, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond aims to captivate both longtime fans and newcomers to the franchise. Dragon Quest VII Reimagined is an upcoming role-playing game developed by Square Enix set to launch on February 5th, 2026 for Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. This remake of the 2000 classic Dragon Quest VII Fragments of the Forgotten Past introduces a handcrafted diorama art style, bringing Akira Toriyama's iconic character designs to life with vibrant, heartfelt visuals. The narrative follows a group of childhood friends who discover the Shrine of Mysteries, leading them to uncover that entire lands have been sealed away by a malevolent force. Players will travel through history to restore the present, solving mysteries and making allies in the past. The battle system has been revamped, featuring a new moonlighting mechanic that allows characters to equip 2 vocations simultaneously, each offering unique abilities and perks. Additional enhancements include battle speed adjustments, an auto battle feature, and streamlined story elements to improve pacing and accessibility. With its blend of classic storytelling and modern gameplay improvements, Dragon Quest VII Reimagined aims to captivate both longtime fans and newcomers to the series. Mario Tennis Fever is an upcoming sports game developed by Camelot Software Planning and published by Nintendo, set to launch on February 12th, 2026 for Nintendo Switch 2. As the 9th installment in the Mario Tennis series, it introduces several new features and gameplay mechanics. The game boasts a roster of 38 playable characters, the largest in the series' history, and offers 30 unique Fever rackets, each with special abilities that can be activated during matches. Players can utilize various shots, such as topspins, slices, lobs, and new defensive maneuvers, along with the innovative Fever shots that introduce unique effects like creating icy patches or shrinking opponents. The game includes multiple modes, including Tournament, Trial Towers, and Mix It Up, the latter incorporating elements from Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Notably, Mario Tennis Fever features a story mode, where Mario and friends are transformed into babies after encountering monsters on a remote island, and must relearn their tennis skills to return to normal. The game also supports motion controls, reminiscent of the classic Wii Sports experience, and offers robust online multiplayer options.
Towers mode. Play matches with unexpected rules in Mix It Up mode. Even some where you'll experience wonder effects. In the online modes, choose between casual play with customizable rules in online.
Terminator 2 D No Fate is an upcoming side-scrolling action game developed by Bitmap Bureau and published by Reef Entertainment, set to release on November 26, 2025 for Nintendo Switch. Drawing inspiration from classic arcade titles like Contra and Final Fight, the game features detailed pixel art and a cinematic soundtrack that reimagines scenes from Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Players can control iconic characters such as Sarah Connor, John Connor, and the T-800, engaging in missions that blend original content with familiar moments from the film. The narrative offers multiple endings, allowing players to influence the outcome of humanity's struggle against Skynet. Game modes include Story Mode, Arcade Mode, Infinite Mode, Boss Rush, Mother of the Future, and Level Training, providing a variety of challenges and replayability. Notably, the game supports both traditional controls and motion-based inputs, enhancing the immersive experience. With its blend of nostalgia and modern gameplay, Terminator 2 D No Fate aims to captivate both longtime fans and newcomers to the franchise. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book is an upcoming side-scrolling platformer developed by Nintendo, set to launch on Nintendo Switch 2 in spring 2026. The game follows Yoshi as he embarks on an adventure inside a magical, sentient book named Mr. E, who has fallen from the sky. The book's pages are filled with information about various creatures, and Yoshi's task is to explore these pages, discover new creatures, and help catalog them. The gameplay emphasizes exploration and interaction with the environment, as Yoshi uses his abilities and the unique traits of the creatures he encounters to solve puzzles and navigate through levels. The art style is inspired by traditional stop-motion animation, featuring low frame rate animations and painterly textures, giving the game a distinctive visual appeal. This title is part of the Super Mario Bros. 45th anniversary celebration and aims to offer a fresh and engaging experience for both new players and longtime fans of the Yoshi series.
Oh, that creature is stuck. It seems like the dandelions can absorb nutrients. Oh, they can even cause rocks to crack. Thanks to them, we were able to break the rock.
Persona 3 Reload is an upcoming role-playing game developed by P Studio and published by Atlus, set to release on October 23, 2025 for Nintendo Switch 2. This remake of the 2006 classic Persona 3 brings modern enhancements while preserving the original's charm. Players assume the role of a high school student who discovers the ability to summon a persona, leading to the formation of the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad, SEES. Together, they battle shadows and uncover the mysteries of the Dark Hour. The game features updated character designs by Azusa Shimada, a reimagined soundtrack by Atsushi Kitajo, and a visual overhaul utilizing Unreal Engine 4. Notably, the Switch 2 version will be available in both digital and physical formats, with the physical edition distributed as a game key card. Additionally, the digital premium edition includes a digital soundtrack and art book, but the episode Aegis DLC is sold separately. Persona 3 Reload offers a compelling blend of classic storytelling and modern gameplay enhancements, making it a highly anticipated title for RPG enthusiasts.
Better be wise when choosing battles, mostly bad boys. You know what those big times waiting for fools they will fight for. Drop these bars in my sleep, give me tricks up my sleeve. Wait till late for you to be loud. Get ready!
Disturbing the peace. Look into my eyes.
007 First Light is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by IO Interactive, set to release on March 27, 2026 for Nintendo Switch 2. This title explores the early days of James Bond's career within MI6, providing an origin story that reveals how the legendary spy became the iconic agent fans know. Players step into the shoes of a young Bond, undertaking high-stakes missions that combine stealth, strategy, and dynamic combat, while navigating a world of espionage, deception, and betrayal. The game emphasizes narrative-driven gameplay, offering branching paths and decision-making that can affect mission outcomes and story progression. Draw on IO Interactive's expertise from the Hitman series, it blends precise mechanics with cinematic set pieces, creating tense, engaging encounters. Players will explore varied locales, from secret bases to bustling cities, each designed with detail to enhance immersion. With its combination of stealth, action, and rich storytelling, 007 First Light promises to deliver a compelling experience for both longtime James Bond fans and newcomers to the franchise, making it one of the standout titles for Nintendo Switch 2 in 2026.
Any sage advice?
Play nice.
Always.
Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment is an upcoming hack-and-slash action game developed by Koei Tecmo's AAA game studio and published by Nintendo, set to release on November 6, 2025 for Nintendo Switch 2. Serving as a canonical prequel to The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, the game explores the untold events of the imprisoning war, offering players a deeper understanding of Hyrule's history. Players can take control of iconic characters, including Princess Zelda, King Rauru, and the Six Sages, as well as Minoru, each with unique combat abilities and magical skills that allow for diverse strategies on the battlefield. The game introduces refined mechanics such as seamless character switching, dynamic team combos, and large-scale battles against Ganondorf's forces, delivering an intense and engaging hack-and-slash experience. Enhanced by the Nintendo Switch 2's hardware, the game features improved visuals, smoother animations, and expansive battlefields. It also supports local two-player co-op via split screen or game share, encouraging cooperative gameplay. With its mix of deep lore, strategic combat, and cooperative features, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment promises to be a must-play for both longtime fans of the series and newcomers, offering a rich and immersive Hyrule adventure. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is an upcoming action fighting game developed by Spike Chunsoft and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment, set to release on November 14th, 2025 for Nintendo Switch 2. As the fourth main installment in the Budokai Tenkaichi series, the game builds upon its predecessors with new gameplay mechanics, expanded features, and a visually enhanced experience. Players can choose from a massive roster of over 180 characters from Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT, and select movies, each with unique abilities, signature moves, and transformations that reflect their anime counterparts. The game features fast-paced, dynamic 3D combat arenas that capture the high-speed, explosive battles the series is known for. It supports up to 8 players in local multiplayer and includes online functionality for competitive matches worldwide. Additionally, the robust story mode allows players to relive iconic battles or create their own dream scenarios, offering a blend of nostalgia and new experiences. With its expansive roster, immersive gameplay, and faithful adaptation of the Dragon Ball universe, Sparking Zero promises to deliver an action-packed and engaging experience for both longtime fans and newcomers on Nintendo Switch 2. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade is an enhanced version of the acclaimed action RPG, arriving on Nintendo Switch on January 22nd, 2026. This edition includes the original game, which reimagines the classic Final Fantasy VII up to the escape from Midgar, featuring breathtaking visuals, fast-paced gameplay, and a hybrid battle system that blends real-time action with strategic, command-based combat. Additionally, it introduces Episode Intermission, a side story starring Yuffie Kisaragi, offering a fresh perspective on the events unfolding in Midgar. The Switch 2 version boasts improved textures, lighting, and performance enhancements, taking full advantage of the console's capabilities. Players can expect a seamless experience with enhanced graphics and smoother gameplay. For those interested in the physical edition, it will be available as a game key card, requiring a substantial download size. Pre-orders are live now, offering early access and exclusive bonuses. Whether you're revisiting Midgar or experiencing it for the first time, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade promises an unforgettable journey. Kirby Air Riders is an upcoming action racing game developed by HAL Laboratory and published by Nintendo, set to release on April 17th, 2026 for Nintendo Switch 2. This title brings Kirby into high-speed aerial racing, combining his signature abilities with unique airborne mechanics to create dynamic and engaging gameplay. Players can select from a roster of fan-favorite characters, including Kirby, King Dedede, Meta Knight, and Waddle Dee, each offering unique stats and special abilities that influence racing strategies. The game offers multiple modes, such as single-player story races, time trials, and competitive multiplayer events, both locally and online, providing a variety of challenges and replayability. Power-ups, special attacks, and interactive environments further enhance the racing experience, encouraging skillful navigation and tactical play. With its colorful, whimsical visuals, fast-paced gameplay, and focus on multiplayer fun, Kirby Air Riders promises to deliver a thrilling and family-friendly racing adventure that captures the charm and imagination of the Kirby universe, making it one of the standout titles for Nintendo Switch 2 in 2026.
Tap them to summon figure players that you can train. Your figure players will level up as they compete, and their machine's proficiency level will also increase. Plus, with the Amiibo, you can...
Dragon Quest I and II HD 2D Remake is an upcoming action RPG developed by Square Enix, set to release on October 30th, 2025 for Nintendo Switch 2. This remake combines the first two classic entries of the Dragon Quest series, offering a fresh HD 2D visual style that blends retro pixel art with modern lighting and effects. players will embark on epic quests as descendants of the legendary hero Erdrick, battling through turn-based combat, exploring expansive worlds, and uncovering deep narratives. The game introduces numerous new scenarios that connect to the overall Erdrick trilogy, including encounters with characters not featured in the original titles. Additionally, players can expect fresh dungeons, formidable new enemies, and hidden areas to explore, teasing the presence of unseen worlds in the remake. The Nintendo Switch 2 version boasts enhanced performance and visuals, taking full advantage of the console's capabilities. With its nostalgic charm and modern enhancements, Dragon Quest I and II HD 2D Remake promises to deliver an engaging experience for both longtime fans and newcomers to the series.
Irrepressible Princess of Canada. She is a scion of Erdrick and sister to the Prince of Canada, and raises havoc in battle using her swift speed and free-spirited and mischievous abilities.
Let the chaos begin!
In between fighting and exploring, you can also try your luck with the Tombola.
Pokémon Legends ZA is an upcoming action role-playing game developed by Game Freak and published by Nintendo and the Pokémon Company. Set to release on October 16th, 2025 for both the original Nintendo Switch and the enhanced Nintendo Switch 2. This title marks a significant evolution in the Pokémon series. Unlike previous entries, Legends ZA introduces real-time combat mechanics, allowing players to actively control their Pokémon during battles, dodging attacks and executing moves with precise timing. The game is set entirely within Lumio City in the Kalos region, featuring dynamic day-night cycles that influence gameplay and exploration. Players can engage in the ZA Royale, a competitive mode where they battle other trainers to climb the ranks, with the ultimate goal of achieving rank A to make a wish. Additionally, the game offers multiplayer modes, including the Battle Club, where up to 4 players can participate in link battles or ranked battles. Pokémon Legends ZA also introduces Mega Evolution for the starter Pokémon Chikorita, Totodile, and Tepig, adding a new layer of strategy to battles. With its innovative gameplay and rich storytelling, Pokémon Legends ZA promises to deliver an engaging experience for both longtime fans and newcomers to the series. Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection is an upcoming role-playing game developed by Capcom, set to release on March 13th, 2026 for Nintendo Switch 2. This title marks the third installment in the Monster Hunter Stories series, following Monster Hunter Stories 2016 and Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin 2021. In this new chapter, players assume the role of the heir to the Kingdom of Azuria, the sole Rathalos rider, tasked with resolving a mysterious phenomenon known as the encroachment, which is turning monsters to stone. The narrative unfolds as twin Rathalos hatch from a single egg, reigniting a war between the fractured nations of Azuria and Vermeil. The game features a turn-based combat system with a rock-paper-scissors mechanic involving power, speed, and technical attacks. A key element of character progression is the rite of channeling, allowing players to transfer bond genes between monsties, customizing their abilities and stats to create the perfect companion. Additionally, the game introduces a feral attack mechanic, enabling special enemy monsters with crystallized parts to perform more powerful attacks.
In the service of your development, I will go to the end of the world and beyond!
The only talk I hear of Lady Amara is as the founder of the Rangers and an intrepid protector of monsters.
Unraveling the world's greatest mysteries? Man, the Rangers are so cool!
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave is the upcoming 18th installment in Nintendo's acclaimed tactical RPG series, scheduled for release on the Nintendo Switch 2 in 2026. Announced during the September 2025 Nintendo Direct, the game introduces a fresh narrative set in a new land, focusing on a gladiatorial tournament known as the Heroic Games. The competition is organized by the enigmatic Divine Sovereign, who promises to grant the wishes faces of its victors. Participants, including characters like Kai, Theodora, and Dietrich, enter the arena driven by deeply personal motives. The storyline hints at connections to previous titles, with elements such as the return of the deity Sothis and familiar features like demonic beasts and creststones, suggesting a shared universe with Fire Emblem Three Houses. While specific gameplay details remain limited, the game is expected to maintain the series' tradition of strategic depth and emotional storytelling. Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave is anticipated to offer an engaging experience for both longtime fans and newcomers to the franchise.
I must cull it with this blade. My full strength.
There's a man I hate so much that simply killing him will not satisfy me. For that reason, I refuse to die.
Resident Evil Requiem is the 9th main installment in Capcom's acclaimed survival horror series, set to launch on February 27th, 2026 for Nintendo Switch 2. The game introduces a new protagonist, FBI analyst Grace Ashcroft, who embarks on a chilling investigation into a series of mysterious deaths linked to her late mother. Set 30 years after the Raccoon City catastrophe, the narrative unfolds in a post-apocalyptic environment, featuring a devastated Raccoon City and returning locales such as the Raccoon City Police Department. Developed using the RE engine, Requiem boasts enhanced visuals with path-traced lighting, including ray-traced global illumination, shadows, and ambient occlusion, delivering a next-generation horror experience. Players can freely switch between first and third-person perspectives, allowing for a personalized gameplay experience. The game emphasizes traditional survival horror elements, including combat, investigations, puzzles, and resource management, while promising an emotionally intense and immersive journey.
I'm coming. Keep moving. What's wrong? I'll explain later.
And there you have it, the top 20 new AAA games coming to Nintendo Switch 2 in 2025 and 2026. From vampires and archaeologists to tennis matches and time-traveling JRPGs, the Switch 2 lineup is looking incredible. Which game are you most excited for? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to SwitchTop for more Nintendo Switch 2 coverage. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.